as we get set for the second game of this doubleheader and the third and final game of this series. Cribbs is ready. 2-0 on Inge. Runner goes. The pitch. High. Throw down to second. In on one. Hop well late. Micah Jordan steals his league-leading 14th base of the season. McNaughton digging in right here. His power well documented. With first and second, nobody out, Cribbs has to attack him. A throw behind Jordan at second. He is dead to rights. Picked off without a dive. Jordan was way too far off the second base bag. And the shortstop Mason Swinney tags him out. Scored 1-6 on the pickoff. That's just a kind of lackadaisical play. Jordan likes to get that big secondary lead. The problem is when the pitcher looks right at you and you're almost halfway to third base, it's not exactly a situation where you're very threatening. 0-2 on him here. Cribbs deals. Kim pops it up high on the infield. Right around second base, slightly to the first base side of the bag, Tyler Myatt makes the catch to retire Kim, and the first inning comes to a close. Greenville has first and second, nobody out, and does not score. After one, 0-0 between the Flyboys and the Axemen on the green. 0-2 on Davila. Lewis comes home. In the dirt, bouncing high off the leg of the catcher Jackson. He can't find it, and holding up at second is Rusine. That'll be a wild pitch. Still, though, with 2 strikes in the count, Lewis a pitch away from stranding his second 2-out base runner in as many innings. And that's one of those where if you're a Flyboys infielder, you've got to be shouting to the catcher Dylan Jackson and saying, hey, straight back, straight back. Because catchers with the masks oftentimes have trouble locating those baseballs if they deflect away. Here's the 1-2 to Davila. Swinging a fly ball hit weakly to right field. Adams started back. Now coming in, that ball drops in front of him. Off on contact was Rusine. He scores standing up. And Kingsport takes a 1-0 lead here in the second. That ball was not hard hit at all off the bat of Davila. It looked like it was routine for TJ Adams. I think that he thought that ball was hit further than it was off the bat. It was pretty softly hit. Adams started back and then kind of wrapped around and charged in, but could not get there in time. So it's an RBI single from Landis Davila, and Kingsport takes the early lead. And you think back to the first inning when the Flyboys had first and second with nobody out and didn't score. It was a good job by Kingsport of taking advantage. 2-2 to Durnan. Popped up into shallow left center field. Micah Jordan taking charge. He makes the catch. Larson tags from third base. The throw to the plate is offline. Up the third base foul line, just enough. Larson scores. It's a sacrifice fly and an RBI for Cam Durnan. His third RBI in the doubleheader, and Kingsport extends its lead. It's 2-0. But now 2 away in the inning for Tyler Myatt. Glenn Robinson ended up earning a basketball scholarship to Indiana State as Myatt crushes this one to straightaway right field, and you can forget it. It's a solo homer for Tyler Myatt, and the Flyboys find themselves in a deeper hole now. It's 3-0. That ball was absolutely crushed to straightaway right, 412 feet from Myatt, and that's the danger. He ambushed Braxton Lewis right there. First pitch fastball elevated to the left-handed batter, and he did not miss it. And the Kentucky fans also saying, well, surely Indiana made it to the Final Four with Victor Oladipo and Cody Zeller, 2 top 4 overall picks. McNaughton runs, the pitch low and away, throw down to second, safe. That was a really good throw and tag by Jace Rusine, the catcher, and Mason Swinney, the shortstop. Rusine led Swinney perfectly to the spot, and Swinney, after applying the tag, hearing the safe call, instinctively brought his hands to his ears as if to say, hey, we want to review that. And then he looked around for a second and realized, wait a minute, there's no video review in the Appy League. Although, if that play was reviewed, I'd imagine that McNaughton might be out. He'll take it, though. It is his 9th stolen base of the year. Kim hits a flare into right field. Kelsey fell down, and this ball drops in front of him. McNaughton heads up to third as the Flyboys catch a huge break right there. That looked like it was going to be a routine fly out to right field from Cameron Kim. But Kelsey, trying to come in on that ball, lost his footing. And that extra tick allowed Cameron Kim to reach with a 1-out base hit. And now the batter, Dylan Jackson, Flyboys manager Jack Wilson talked about how he wants guys to take risks. He wants them to explore new areas in their game where they can improve. One of those guys is Ezra McNaughton, who did not profile as a base stealer coming in, but he is now second on the team with 9 steals. Maybe we'll see Cameron Kim get a little aggressive at first to take away the double play. He runs the 1-0. Line drive into right center field. That ball is headed for the wall. Kim running on the pitch. This should score 2. Jackson heading into second. That's exactly what the Flyboys needed. A 2-run double from Dylan Jackson as McNaughton trots home from third. Cameron Kim almost caught him coming home from first. I think McNaughton thought that ball had a chance to be caught, but it's harmless. Dylan Jackson's 4th double of the season makes it 5-2 here in the 4th. If you're Harrell, you're thinking, okay, I tied him up in knots on that last breaking ball. Maybe that fastball was just a setup pitch, and he'll go back to it here. Here it comes. There's the breaking ball. Akers puts a good swing on it. This ball's headed for right center field. It's down for a base hit. McNaughton is thinking first to third. The throw coming in is slightly offline. Akers sliding into second safely. Heads up base running there by Lane Akers as McNaughton went first to third. The throw was slightly offline. The throw was offline, fielded by Jones, and that allowed Akers to move up to second. Heads up base running all around there by the Flyboys. Scored a single for Akers. He moves up to second on the throw. Cameron Kim at the plate representing the tying run. Here's a good day. A couple of hits in game 1 of the doubleheader. Here's the 1-2. Kim hits one into shallow right. This might be trouble. Coming in is Davila. He makes a running catch. And the throw coming in keeps McNaughton from trying to score. He asked for time before the pitch. Now he steps back in on 1-2. Choking up a little bit. Here it comes. Off the end of the bat, foul territory, first base side. Ben Tryon makes the catch, and the inning is over. Jackson slams his bat in frustration. The Flyboys, once again, cannot score with men in scoring position. They leave second and third in the 5th after leaving bases loaded in the 4th, and they trail 5-2 at the end of the 5th. Adams, in the series opener last night, was 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. The first time he faced a reliever, he got a hit. Here's the 0-1. He pops this one up on the infield. I don't know that that's going to do it. Mason Swinney, the shortstop, on the infield grass in front of second base. He dropped it. Adams took a big turnaround first. Now he retreats safely. We'll call that a Little League single. 1-1. Jordan lines one to center field. This ball is down for a base hit. TJ Adams rounding third. The throw from Pitts is cut off. And the Flyboys get one back. It's an RBI single for Micah Jordan. Now 6-3 Kingsport here with 2 away in inning number 6. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball hit the other way, sinking towards the line. Davila can't get there. That's a fair ball. Jordan will score. Tyler Inge with an RBI single. It's 6-4 Kingsport here in the bottom of the 6th. And now Ezra McNaughton steps to the plate representing the tying run. McNaughton waits. Here it is. Outside, ball 4. And the Flyboys have the tying run on base here with 2 away in the 6th. So 1-0. Akers a chopper up the middle. Swinney waits on it. The throw from the shallow outfield goes to second to retire McNaughton, and the inning is over. But the Flyboys inch closer. Here it comes. Breaking ball swung on and missed for strike 3. So Kingsport strands the bases loaded in the 7th. We'll see if the Flyboys can capitalize. They need 2 to tie, 3 to win. Flyboys trailing 6-4, 1 out away from this game ending. 1-1 on Hare. Adams a short lead at first. His run doesn't matter yet. Here's the 1-1. Hare drives one in the air to left center field. Pitts with great speed, overran it. This ball gets to the wall. TJ Adams is rounding third. Reed Hare on his horse. He's got a stand-up triple. And the Flyboys have the tying run at third base with 2 outs in the 7th. Here's the 1-1. A chopper up the third base line. Jones charging. The throw to first is in time, and Kingsport wins. Flyboys rally comes up just short in the end. Greenville falling in this one, the final 6-5. So Kingsport salvages game 3 of the series. Greenville wins the series 2-1.